Hey guys, Chase here, Southern Sky Farm. I wanted to start this video before I get the bulls riled up and get them moved. So the cows, they were in this field right here. They were actually in this field for 24 hours. Well, really 36 hours. Um, just because we had some bad storms come through yesterday, I didn't want to get caught in the middle of trying to move them from this field to that field. Make sure we have all of the calves over there. That's just not a good idea. When you have bad storms coming in, you're not sure exactly how the storms are gonna be, and the lightning was definitely really bad yesterday. So they actually stayed in here an extra 12 hours. What it is, what it is. So with the bulls, this field, I'm not sure the rest that we've had on this field, but it looks really, really good. So we're gonna have our water source right over here. I'm gonna get these two strands moved right beside that water so they can get to the water. That's what the girls were using yesterday. And then we'll walk out into the field. I'll call the bulls over here to this side. We'll go up to this kind of strand. Hopefully I'm kind of pointing in the right direction. This strand right here. We'll walk up there, move that wire away, let them through, and then they'll have shade down here in the bottom. They will have this little square right there to graze, and then this um, little piece to graze right there. But I wanted to walk down here really quick and show y'all how awesome this grass looks. Like, this grass is incredible, especially down here in the bottom. When we were over here moving Samson from the bull herd to the cow herd to start breeding back for next spring, I was shocked at how thick the grass was. So we definitely did a good job of recovering these bad spots that the bulls had made. That was one really bad spot the bulls had made, just because I think they were so close together right here that they were just rubbing the ground up and stuff. Put a bale there, and then just left them off of it for a while. But you can see, guys, that is a O'Brien step-in fence post right there. That the wire is halfway up the post, and there's grass tops that are going far beyond the middle of that post. The next post over is another step-in post, and you can see that the grass is almost 3/4 of an inch up that post. So you can kind of definitely see how thick the grass is. We'll hop in here real fast, and I'll show y'all. I'll see if I can kind of pull off. I'm hoping the GoPro is pointing the right direction. If it's not, that's not going to be good for this, but I'm reaching down in here. I'll pull up this little grass blade here. Alright guys, so you can see this is the grass blade that I just pulled up from the grass down here in the bottom. So if we went to measure it, that's roughly about 9 to 10 inches there. And you can see we probably have another almost 10 inches all the way up here at the top. That is the kind of grass that we have down here for the bull paddock. You can see the bulls in the background, and guys, just look at this. Look how long that blade of grass is. So that's what we're grazing down here in the bottom. The rest of this field, especially going up there, really looks good. And then this hillside looks really good. Now, for the bulls, we basically have 3 paddocks. Right now, we're going to add 2 to the paddocks to make it larger so we can get some more time. But you can see the field they're in now. They've been in that field for probably a week and a half. There's only 4 bulls in there now. They did definitely put a hurting on it, but we've been giving this grass enough time that we can really wait and kind of eat down the grass a little bit further than I would like, just because our restraints on the field, moving the cow herd and kind of having to shift the cows over here when they're over here, but then have the bulls up top so the cows can come down here. So it's just kind of a shuffling match with the cows and the bulls as to what's the best way to do it. But you'll see that they'll be in this field. It's looking really, really good. And then I'll walk up here really quick and show y'all the field that they would be going to next, and obviously we're going to get another week, at least week and a half out of here. We've got really good red clover coming, a lot of red clover this year, which is excellent. So the bulls are still calm, doing what they're supposed to for now. We can see this is the next field that we would be going to. So just kind of imagine another week and a half to 2 weeks on this field right here. The bulls are starting to figure out what is going to happen here shortly. You can see the two are walking over here closer to where we are. So let's run over here, move these two wires to give them access to this water over here. And then once we do that, we'll be ready to drive the Ranger a little bit closer and get them moved into this next paddock. All right, so everything looks good here. We have obviously brought the wire over here. Now I've never done this before, so I kind of forgot about how short the small one was, and I can't extend it unless I go all the way to the top of it. So I tied it off here with a pigtail curl in to still make that distance up as far as possible. And then to get power, I went across here, put another pigtail in here in the corner, came across straight to here, and then got power back off of this, and that'll kind of protect this little metal gate area from the bulls pushing on it or playing with it when they are over here getting water. Alright, so you can kind of see I wanted to start this video before we obviously came over here to where the bulls were, because I figured that they would do what they're doing now. Is they already know what Chase was doing when he was messing with the wiring over there, and they know it's time to move. So you can see that they are all over here ready to move. You're right, Nelly. So we've shot plenty of videos on the bulls, but we have Samson here, or we have Smoke here, sorry. We have Smoke here, he's our oldest bull. We have here in the far back, brown one, he is Tallahassee. The one to the right, that's kind of, he looks dirty, darker than he is, but he's a silver one. That is Tank, and then from Tank, we go to Ace, which is the bigger brown one right here. Now Ace, he has bred back some of our calves. We do have calf crop from him. We have plenty of calf crop from Smoke, which all these bulls over here came from him. So let's get these guys moved over, and we'll show you how well it works with moving our bulls. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. So we'll just stand here and let them come through. There's no need to rush them. We're not in any rush. You're right, Nelly. So we'll just let them feed here. They'll also get this little section too, but the wire is too long. So we'll let them feed through here. Let them slowly walk over here. There's no need to rush. One thing that I just did realize is that The bull in the far back, his tail is very, very short. I wonder if he ended up pulling a little bit of his tail off. Ace is a big boy. So this is the paddock that they were in. You can see that they obviously really cut down on the grass, but we're getting so much rest on these fields that I'm really okay with it. Now, in a perfect world, I want it to be taller. Yeah, absolutely. But just with the way we are moving the cows around and the bulls, this is kind of what we have to deal with now until we can get some more pasture and stuff made. But we're doing the best with what we can. Now, this section up here, this has not been grazed at all for 2 or 3 rotations, so probably a month or a month and a half. And you can see that especially the Johnson grass and stuff that's further up top is definitely very tall. But we may come back around there and get that grass before we go to the yellow sides. We'll just kind of have to see with the weather and where the bulls are at the time. The biggest thing with our paddocks, from this paddock here and this paddock over there, is just we don't have any shade with the bulls being where they are. One more thing that I just thought about is I'll show you all about the Ranger here and what the bulls would do with the Ranger. So we'll hop in the Ranger and we'll actually go grab that mineral up there, and y'all can see how the bulls react to having the Ranger ride around them, drag stuff around them and stuff like that. Slide over. Alright guys, so that's kind of being out here with the bulls. You can see they're super relaxed. They go off, do their thing. They don't try to spin around and fight the Ranger, shove the Ranger around. Now if you leave the Ranger sitting in here and it's off and it's here for a little while, then they will come over here and rub on it. I'm not saying they won't do that. I'm just saying that they're not aggressive towards the Ranger and want to fight it or try to shove it around whenever it starts driving around their field. So that's definitely something that I really like about these bulls that we have kept, is their demeanor is excellent, and we've really had an enjoyable time with these bulls, growing them and using them. Now maybe hopefully in the future might be 1 or 2 we get to sell so we can keep other ones, but as the time comes we'll see how that goes. But that's just spending time with the bulls, getting the bulls moved over, getting their water set up, kind of redoing the fence, getting their minerals moved over, and just kind of seeing the demeanor of our bulls here at Southern Sky Farm. So that'll be all for this video, guys. It's a bull video. Don't shoot many videos on them, but Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like our channel, subscribe to our channel, comment below. Shoot us an email in the description below and pound that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys.